Now you see them, now you don't. I'm talking about playa lakes, those lakes that are only evident across the Texas High Plains after periods of rain. Our region has about 20,000 of them. Most of the time they're dry, but when it rains, they can be a direct pipeline for getting that water down to the Ogallala Aquifer, the primary source of fresh water in the Texas Panhandle region.
We don't have mountains, we don't have rivers, but we have the most playas in all the world. In between Amarillo and Lubbock, there's 1 per square mile.
Let's talk about how playas work. Clay lines the bottoms of playa lakes. When the lake is dry, large cracks form in the clay. As rain comes, water from higher ground drains into the lakes. The grass buffer surrounding a playa stops sediments and filters the runoff. Water continues to the playa and down through the cracks. As the playa's clay becomes saturated, the cracks close, allowing the lake to hold water. But water continues to move underground through surrounding soil and along the deep roots of plants in and around the playa. It can take decades, or even a century, for water from a playa to reach the deepest aquifers.
So what does that mean? For us, it means our playas are like the Amazon. They're the lungs. They're the entry points to the Ogallala Aquifer. If a playa is healthy and functioning, it recharges water into the aquifer. So I think our belief and our understanding was that no, they're just kind of wasteland, they're mud holes, but actually they're the lungs.
The clay in a playa is a special kind called Randall clay.
And when it dries and is dry for a year or two, clays contract and you get cracks that open up. Sometimes big enough to put your arm into or your leg. So then finally when you get to a rainfall event that sends water into the playa, into the basin, those cracks will be the way that the water can get down to the aquifer for the first 36 hours, maybe 48 hours.
When it gets wet, clay particles will expand. It closes up those cracks, and that's where you start to see the ponding of the playa.
And then any recharge is mostly happening on the edges.
Most playas, however, are not functioning as they should. They have filled with sediment over time, no longer have grass buffer zones around them, and many have been altered for farm irrigation or development. Some can never be rehabilitated. The Texas Playa Conservation Initiative works with landowners to mend the viable lakes and rebuild ecological systems. Next time on Sustain the Plains, we'll talk with a wildlife biologist who coordinates the program for Texas Parks and Wildlife. The diversity of life in and around a playa is one reason the department calls the lakes arguably the most significant ecological feature on the Texas High Plains. Take a moment to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the episode. When it comes to our natural resources, we're all in this together.
At Panhandle PBS, our reliable news reporting and fact-based storytelling has always been free. We're proud to offer our work for free thanks to generous support of viewers like you. If you appreciate our journalism and would like to see it continue, please consider making a donation to Panhandle PBS today.